What is going on, everybody? It is your Monday Mandalorian review of Chapter 14, The Tragedy. Almost Shakespearean. Damn, where's just Jay Hernandez for this one?
Yeah, I take a live reading from Jay Hernandez on this one.
Yes. As Mando flew up the mountain with the little mofo. He realized he knew what he was doing. It was wrong. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Glad you came out here, hang out with us to review this episode. It was a hell of an episode.
Indeed.
A lot of things came true that we thought were going to happen. A lot of things were a surprise. And a lot of people are at $350 at this episode. So good luck on that one. I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
We're used to Sentinels blowing up and getting reconstructed. This is no reconstruction going on at all.
No, they can't rebuild it from atoms.
No.
Because it got turned into atoms.
Yeah, it ain't even atoms. There's only two things that survived at it: a ball and a staff. That's it.
Yep.
And I'm trying to figure out how that ball made out of there, because that wasn't made out of Beskar arm anyway.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That was not Beskar, but he found it in the dirt.
Just finding random stuff, finding random trinkets and dirts.
Yep.
Before we get started, this episode was written by the series creator Jon Favreau and directed by Robert Rodriguez, whose involvement in the second season was confirmed May 4th, 2020. Rodriguez was not the first choice to direct the episode. Before directing The Mandalorian, Rodriguez worked with Pedro Pascal on the Netflix film We Can Be Heroes. Rodriguez described the experience: "It's fulfilled all mine. It's beyond my expectations." I mean, it was so fun.
It was awesome.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, Robert Rodriguez, director of The Mariachi. He made that movie for $7,000. And it's
Machete.
awesome.
Look.
Yep.
Don't you leave out Machete. Don't you leave out Machete.
Yep. Excellent episode, though, man. I was not...
One.
Huh?
That was the shortest one out of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a short episode, but it was like action-packed. And it pretty much picked up right off of where the last one, the Jedi, ended.
Yeah. When
he left Ahsoka on
sorry, just make it real observation. Like, they always pick it up like right when he's in space.
Yeah.
It's almost like picking up right where he's like parking to a new planet. Like, oh, he's made it to his new planet. Let's go ahead and start the episode.
Well, traveling through hyperspace, that's boring. He's just kind of sitting there,
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Stopping at a space rest stop. That's not interesting. We don't want to see that.
I wouldn't mind seeing that. You might get some action at a space restaurant. Stop.
I mean, Star Wars is for kids, so let's,
I don't know.
But yeah, so it started off with kind of a touching moment between him and Grogu.
Gogurt? Oh, I'm sorry. You said Grogu.
Gogurt? Yeah, with him and Gogurt.
Gogurt.
But he had the little joystick knob, and he's calling it a ball now, so we'll just call it a ball. But he was kind of testing him again in the Force, and sure enough, Grogu's sucking that thing up with the Force, and he's really into it for some reason. Like, simple things for simple people, I guess.
Never see Mando so happy about the end of these episodes.
Yeah.
He's like, hot dang. He's like, yes. He said, no, ain't mad. No.
Ain't mad. Well, he used the Star Wars cuss word. He said, like, dang ferric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, no, ain't mad. No, let me rephrase it. I'm happy. You good? Go ahead and play with the ball, son. You can do some magic stuff. All that boy can do some magic. Go take you on a world traveling tour.
But at the same time, you get the sense that he's kind of coming to terms with, I got to give this kid up, and I don't want to. Because they do have that bond now, that father-son bond, and they're both attached. But they pull up on Tython, which apparently is in the Outer Rim now. In the EU, that was in the deep, deep core of the galaxy.
Yeah.
And it was hard to get to navigate to this planet. But I guess they changed it up, it's a minuscule thing. I'm fine with that. I don't need that minutia, to be carried forward. I was okay with them kind of changing Tython to be in the Outer Rim. But yeah, they hit the planet, and he has it on his radar, I guess, and somehow he knew how to get to the ancient ruins of the Jedi Temple. Like maybe Ahsoka sent him the coordinates of it on the planet, but planet's that's a big object.
It is.
So to find that, that tiny little temple on top of that mountain, but he pulled it off. They couldn't land up at the top, of course, so they have to leave the ship behind. And he says, "We'll have to go the rest of the way with the windows down." And the next scene, jetpack flying through the air, and little Grogu's loving it.
Gogurt.
Yeah.
Well, since he got the name, I'm going to change from Little Mofo to Gogurt. I know it's
Gogurt.
from Spaceballs, but his name's going to be Gogurt from now on.
Yeah. What wasn't that yogurt?
Gogurt. Yeah. Grogurt. No, yogurt was Spaceballs. It was yogurt. That's what it was.
That was pre-Gogurt.
Well, he's
Gogurt wasn't a thing yet.
Well, it's close. Gogurt. It's all the same thing.
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah. Gogurt.
So they land and they jetpack up to the top where the temple is, and there it is, the seeing rock. And he puts the kid on the rock, and he's like, "Now what do I do? Do I turn this thing on? Where's the light switch?" He can't find it, and he turns around and he sees, what does he see in the air?
Oh,
and I
Slave One, baby. I busted it.
Man, I was like, they're doing it. Man, I jumped off the couch. It was like 5 a.m. because I get up early on Friday to watch it before work, so I don't get spoiled. I'm trying to be quiet, but I audibly shout. My wife comes running out. "What's going on?" I'm like, "It's fine. It's fine. Just a slave." You're watching it without me? That's what she said. "You're watching it without me?" I'm like, "Yes." I'm like, "I watch every episode without you first thing in the morning because I can't go to work. Guys at work will be talking about it, or I'll see something on the internet."
You see that Mandalorian last night? Yeah, I seen that Mandalorian.
Like a responsible adult, I get up early and lose sleep to watch Star Wars. And I don't complain on the internet about people spoiling me because, I'm an adult. And if it was that big a deal, I'd stay off the internet.
You can't be mad at people. Like, look, the people get hyped when they see that they've been waiting for this moment of Boba Fett to finally show up. I think it's been a long time in the making.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for him to show up. A lot of people were happy that they were like, "Yo, Boba Fett is still alive. He's out there." And it's confirmed their suspicions. They're happy. They're excited. So I can't be mad at them.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I'm annoyed with the assholes who couldn't keep their mouths shut about the fucking ship getting blown up.
Oh, did that got spoiled for you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's the internet. Unfortunately for you.
Yeah, but so he sees the Slave One up in the air, and Thor 2012 in the chat. He's like, he lost his mind too when the Slave One showed up.
Well, he skipped a part because the kid had lit up the rock first.
Well, didn't he turn around and he said, "Hey, we got to go," and then the rock was lit up.
Yeah.
And basically, like the kid, he was sitting. I didn't notice it the first time I watched it. On the third time I watched it, I noticed he had the meditation hand. The Grogu had the meditation hands.
Yeah, you can see his Jedi training coming in. Like at that point. So
I think he initiated it, and he opened up to the Force, and that's what sent the beacon out. And he was like meditating, trying to connect with someone.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he did. So he turns around and the kid, to tell him, "Hey, we got to go. I just saw the freaking Slave One." And
well, he doesn't know what it is. He just knows it's a ship. That's all.
Well, I mean, yeah, maybe.
Well, because remember, when he first meets up with him, he's like, he doesn't know who he is. He's like, Mandalorian armor. Like, who are you?
Yeah, true. But that also does confirm that it was Boba Fett we saw on Tatooine, not Captain Rex or anyone else. Mm-hmm. Like some people theorized, I
don't know. Look, they all look alike. They're all clones.
He had a scarred up face from the stomach acid.
Boba Fett wears spurs. That's what was a big clue.
Yeah. True. Yeah, the spurs we saw in season 1.
At this point, all those clones can dress differently at this point because they started getting different personalities. They all look alike to me.
But score 1 for Ryan. He was right. Dante was wrong. It's Boba Fett, Tatooine. Just saying. Anyway, moving on.
It's Boba Fett. Yes, go on with your Goku story.
So Mandalorian, he tries to get Grogu out of the force field. The force field. Huh? No?
Yep.
No.
Okay.
Three times.
Yeah, it blasts him back. And he's like, okay, you stay here. I'm going to head out and check this out. And so he's running down the mountain, and there's blaster fire, and he runs into Boba Fett face to face. And they're basically at a standoff. You drop your weapon. No, you drop your weapon. Boba Fett's like, well, I got a sharpshooter up on this rock here.
Who is it? Fennec.
Fennec Shand. She was not dead after all. So that was Boba Fett we saw walk up to her in chapter 5, I believe.
I think so.
I think it was chapter 5. And he saved Fennec Shand. She's supposed to be like one of the most badass bounty hunters there is. And I think in this episode she kind of lived up to that reputation. She was cool. And so they come to an agreement. Oh, actually, he says he flips on the whistling birds.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "You're both dead. I got you." And Boba Fett's like, "Well, guess what? She's not aiming for you. She's aiming for that little one up on the mountain."
I doubt that blaster was going to go through it anyway.
Yeah, the force field probably would have deflected it.
You can stop. You can try. Nobody's going to like laugh at that joke. Right?
No. I'm a dad. I got some dad jokes. That's all.
You had your one right and wrong today. Now you're going the wrong way with it. Dad jokes are dead. That one you buried it. Let's go ahead and bury it out back with the dog. Okay.
All right. Fair enough. No promises though. No promises. So they come to an agreement, and for some reason he says, "Well, take the jetpack off, and I'll drop my weapon." I guess he was afraid he was going to fire the rocket at him from the I don't know. So he takes the jetpack off, throws it in the dirt, and lo and behold, who shows up? 2 Imperial dropships.
Well, just one ship shows up first.
Yeah.
Okay, just one ship.
Yeah.
But it's the same style ship from The Force Awakens when they landed on Jakku to get the plans from Poe Dameron. Not that we want to talk about the sequels.
Shitty movies, no.
But I just think it's interesting they're starting to, incorporate some First Order technology or what we eventually see.
You also, you know what I noticed about this too? These stormtroopers were actually like trying to do tactical maneuvers. Like they actually had somebody who was leading them.
Yeah. And they didn't seem as useless,
right,
as stormtroopers usually do. I mean, even though they lost. Oh, nice.
I got one.
So you got that Mando loyalist there. I got one too, and I'm messing around with him, and his pauldron popped off.
Oh, God damn.
But it looks like they just didn't glue it. There's no glue on there, so I'll just glue it back on. But anyway, so stormtroopers land, and I don't ever want to hear Boba Fett's overrated. He didn't do nothing because he has now done a lot.
Yeah.
And that was, I mean, when I found out it was Robert Rodriguez that directed this episode, I was like, that makes sense.
They really redeemed him from what he was in the original trilogy.
Yeah, he was taking out some stormtroopers, and he was like a savage. I mean, I was kind of surprised he was so brutal, being that it's
he's been hanging out with the fucking sand people for.
No, I know. I'm surprised he was so brutal because it's Disney Plus.
Or I should say 5 years.
No, I mean that's him. I mean, the reason why I say that is because I'm still reading the comics, the Star Wars Bounty Hunters. He's like that. He's ruthless. He has that ruthless attitude. Unfortunately, the original trilogy did not give him that because they just kind of gave him a wacky little ending. Han Solo hitting his booster backpack, and he goes into the Starlight Pit, and that's it.
Right. We never get to really see in the original trilogy what he's capable of.
Right.
But I'm surprised because he went super violent smashing skulls and straight stabbing guys, and it's Disney Plus.
They didn't show
That,
like
I know
through.
There's no blood.
Yeah.
there's no blood. I'm saying if there was blood,
Yeah.
you know, but it was awesome. I have no complaints. It was sick. So they're fighting. And previous to this, Boba Fett had let the Mando know, like, hey, I want my armor. You know, the armor that you took from Cobb Vanth. And so I'm thinking, so you're chilling on Tatooine for 5 years looking for your armor. You knew Cobb Vanth had it, but you never got it. So what's the story there? I need that story now.
That's just laziness. That's all it was.
They might have something planned. We already know he's getting his own show. That's all but confirmed. Boba Fett's getting his own spinoff. So it might explore that 5 years and what was going on. And I wouldn't be surprised if when he got out of the Starlight, there was some sort of amnesia going on, you know, and he was like old man Logan wandering through the wastelands, you know, town to town or something until his memories slowly came back. That's kind of what I put together in my head to not be, you know, to not be disappointed by it. But
well, he might have been like seriously fucked up, and then like the Sand People, you know, nursed him back to health, and it took him a long time to recover.
That too. Yep.
But that was one of my only complaints, is that I thought the makeup looked cheap. It did not, like, the scars didn't really look that convincing. Like, it just seemed kind of just slapped together, just kind of painted on. I wanted to see like serious fucking scars on him. And
are you watching in 4K?
Probably not.
Okay, because if sometimes.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I can see where Ryan's Gary go with it, like with this, because it doesn't. Sometimes stuff doesn't show up as well. Like, he did have the scars. Like, the scars were there. I just don't. Sometimes I think if you're not watching it like in HD quality, it doesn't show up as well. Like, because the colors are kind of muted and things get lost in the pixels,
or it's showing up too well, and you're actually seeing too much.
Yeah,
I mean, the TV is HD, but it's not 4K.
Okay,
But still, I didn't think it was that like gnarly. He didn't look that gnarly to me.
Also, he was wearing his Beskar armor, and we know that Boba Fett's armor is Beskar now. In the EU, it was not. It was Durasteel. Yeah. But his scars would have been from stomach acids, not from like gashes and cuts, because he dropped right into the Sarlacc pit. He didn't get like cut up or blown up or nothing. Yeah, you know, so it would be he would look like a burn victim, which he kind of does.
Yeah. I want to say this is going to be the year for the big boy Fetts out there. If you want to dress up as Boba Fett, you can be the big boy Fett now. You could come out, put your gear on, and you could be a big boy Fett at any Comic-Con. Don't let nobody tell you can't be a big boy Fett because you got your style.
Well, I already got the helmet.
I already knew Ryan, so I'm going to go with it.
No more Boss Nass cosplay for me.
I could be Boba Fett now.
I could be
dead Boba Fett body.
Beer belly Boba.
I was in shape for this one.
But so where was I? I don't remember.
Fennec was like taking out everybody.
Oh yeah, sorry. So we learned that he was after his armor, which is Beskar. And the deal was, we won't shoot you. Just give me my armor. That's all we want. But then the Empire showed up.
Yep. Which means Jango had Beskar because it was Jango's armor originally.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we learned a lot later on in the episode. We learned a lot about Jango's backstory. And that is the expanded universe backstory of Jango Fett, which is really cool. I'm glad they brought it back.
Which was in that code. It was somebody deciphered out, which was pretty cool.
In the Arabesh code.
I would say I wasn't a big fan of Fennec Shan. I would much rather have seen Mando wake up and fight with them instead of so much Fennec. And she was just doing some stupid shit too. Like, she's running along the fucking ridgeline, like totally exposing herself. You know, it's like, jump behind cover. This is stupid. But
I think Todd's military background.
Yeah.
I think it was more to show off like how badass they can be without Mando being in the way. I think it's just kind of like that. Oh, this person gets knocked out while this other group shows off how badass they can be. That's all it was. It's just the TV trope for it.
And this show was all tropes, and I got no problem with that. I love it. But one thing I forgot to mention was also he's like, Fennec, how are you alive? She's like, well, Boba Fett saved me, and now I'm indebted to him. And she pulled open this panel on her shirt, and her guts are all cybernetic now. Mm-hmm. So I guess out in the desert, Boba Fett knew how to put in cybernetic guts, or I don't know.
Or maybe he knew somebody. He probably took it to somebody.
Yeah. So that was kind of
how
cool.
he's surviving too.
And that's very Star Wars.
Yeah.
I mean, Vader, Luke's hand, General Grievous. All he had left was a sack of guts and a
and his asthma.
Yeah.
They fix everything except for the asthma. Sorry, sir. You can't fix that.
Well, you know what's cool about that is that's actually explained in the Tartakovsky Clone Wars series. It's because Mace Windu reaches out and force crushes his gut sac. But General Grievous gets away, and that's how he developed that like lung issue.
I'm still going through it slowly.
No, I'm talking the Tartakovsky series. The 2D, like it looks like.
Okay, yeah. I know which one you're talking about. I watched a couple episodes of that one. I don't think I got through to all of them.
Well, they're all on YouTube. It's like 2 hours long, basically like a Clone Wars anime.
Yeah, I know which ones. Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were real short.
Mm-hmm. And I forget where I was at. Oh yeah,
so they're fighting the stormtroopers.
They're fighting the stormtroopers. Boba Fett's taking them out with his gaffy stick like crazy, crushing skulls, stabbing them, gutting them. And then he looks over and he sees that the Razor Crest. Oh, the door's open because for some reason the Mandalorian always leaves the damn Razor Crest door open, and it drives me nuts. I'm like, dude, close the frickin' door.
See, you know how that drives you nuts. You know what drives me nuts? Spider-Man always getting unfreaking masked.
Yeah,
I just fucking see it. That's so how you feel about that is the same way I feel about fucking Spider-Man always being unmasked in front of everybody. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep your secret. No, fucking no, I'm snapping necks. Just snap necks.
And that's because of actor contracts. That's because of their egos. They want their face on screen. I'm serious. That's literally why.
I know, but it just still pisses me off.
And apparently Pedro Pascal had that same issue. He's like, all these Mandalorians are taking their helmets off. I want to take my helmet off. And I guess that caused some drama on the set. But anyway, so Boba Fett, he sees the open door. They cut back to Mando and Fennec Shand fighting stormtroopers. I think that's when the second drop ship comes down.
Yeah. Once they wipe out the first team, then the other team's like, okay, reinforcements are here.
Yeah. And I think, if I remember right, I only watched it 3 times. I think Mando and Fennec Shand are surrounded.
Yeah.
And then Boba Fett out of nowhere lands, boom, got his armor, jetpack, and he just starts taking them out.
Yep.
He does the whole behind the back shot, shooting the last one.
Such a beautiful scene.
Yeah. And then they cut back to that Imperial cruiser up in the sky with Moff Gideon.
Uzi, we're coming for you, Mando.
Yeah. And he's like, release the Kraken. I mean, the Dark Troopers. And they come down, and these are the G1 cybernetic Dark Troopers. They're not, they're not cybernetically enhanced clones or anything. At least I don't think so.
No, I think they're just robots.
Yeah,
droids.
Yeah,
they're straight droids.
Full-on droids, which is still cool. And they come flying down. And of course, Mandalorian doesn't have his jetpack.
Nope.
And so they send Boba Fett to the Slave One. But the Dark Troopers land. They look awesome. Grab Grogu and take off. Because they can fly. They got jets in their feet, like Iron Man. Flying back up to the Imperial cruiser. And Boba Fett's in the Slave One flying towards him. He's like, I got a lock. And Mandalorian's like, don't fire. I don't want the child getting hurt. And so Fennec Shand radios him, calls him off.
Yeah.
And he says, I'm going to tail them. I'm going to see where they're going. And he pulls through the clouds and he sees it. And he's like, they're back. Who's back? The Empire. And I'm like, you just killed like 40 stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Right. Wait a minute. The Empire's back? Hold on. I helped Bo-Katan kill some stormtroopers. I didn't think they were really back, but hold on.
Yeah.
You mean they're really back? I fought Moff Gideon at the end of season 1. But wait a minute. They're really, really back?
I think what it was, they got like the big ships. They got the Star Destroyers back. Like they're back.
It doesn't matter. You fought Moff Gideon. You fought all those stormtroopers.
Oh, yeah. But Boba Fett hadn't fought any. Boba Fett doesn't know about the Empire because he's been running around on Tatooine.
Yeah,
but that's understandable. Okay, yeah,
that's why he was. That's why he was shocked. He was
but Fennec Shand clarifies it as well. She's like, the Outer Rim is supposed to be under the jurisdiction of the New Republic,
right?
So they know that there's Imperial remnants, but to have a full-on ship out there in the Outer Rim under New Republic jurisdiction is like, whoa, they're back out here.
So
that's what he should have said. They're back out here. You know.
So you tell me 2 space cops missed that, but they found Mando flying around.
Yep.
Great job the Republic's doing. I would have joined the Empire too. I'm like, Jake, great job these guys are doing. You really need the police? Where they at? Nowhere to be found. Here's the Empire just taking over. Like, well, we got them.
Well, now we know where your allegiances lie, Grand Moff Dante.
I told you I was a Sith Lord. When I began this thing, I would be a Sith Lord till I die. Screw the Jedi. I don't need all that. Hate and anger will guide me through my stuff.
Darth Joker's in.
That's right.
Yeah.
Damn it. They got the good stuff. They got the good stuff there. Okay.
Yeah.
The Jedis are just they look. Jedis roll up. They're like, well, let's go ahead and try to talk this out. I ain't got time for no talking. It's just lightsaber this, lightsaber that. Cut this, cut that.
I expected as they're flying up to the ship, maybe someone heard the call and showed up in their Red 5 X-Wing. But no.
Exactly. You would think that would happen. You would have thought somebody's seen this huge ship in the Outer Rim flying around. Like, this thing is not like hiding. This is a big ass Imperial ship.
But I was thinking it'd be Red 5, and Luke heard the Force speaking, and Luke showed up to save the day. But no, I think we'll get there. Maybe not Luke. Yeah. I hope it's Luke. Probably not Luke, but we'll see. But I forgot to mention, the first thing that happened was the giant blaster bolt that blew up a $350 spaceship. Just turned it into atoms.
Yo, you know what the main problem is with that? He just got this thing fixed.
Yep.
Yeah.
The last episode, it was just fixed.
And it was like
2 episodes ago.
It was like mint condition.
Right. That thing was it had the nice shine on it. Ooh.
It was so shiny. And they blew it to hell. As soon as they did, I was like, oh man, it happened. Like they blew up the HasLab project. I was like, that's a slap in the face, because now he's going to get Razor Crest 2.
Oh, man. Yo, when he get Razor Crest 2, people are going to be so hot.
Oh, until HasLab 2021.
Right.
Razor Crest 2.
Because you know that Razor Crest 2 is going to be a whole lot better looking than what the Razor Crest 1 look like.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Look, the reason I feel bad and I kind of don't. See, with the Sentinels, a little bit different. You expect Sentinels to get blown up and torn apart, but they they always make a comeback. The Razor Crest, you just like, well, we ain't gonna build the original one. How about we build a bigger and better one?
Well, I know that we all saw it, but if the chat hasn't seen it, go check out Retro Blasting's latest video. I didn't even realize this. Every funded HasLab project has been something that's blown up.
Except for Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster wasn't funded.
Yeah, it wasn't funded.
But he never blew up either.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't blow up either. So he didn't get funded. He didn't blow up. Unless he ate too many cookies and blew up somehow.
Now, here's the deal. If I had backed the Razor Crest, I wouldn't care if it got blown up. I mean, I kind of wanted the sail barge, but I mean, that got blown up in the first half hour of the movie. That wouldn't affect my, my desire to have that toy. You know what I mean? I'd still want it. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I just thought it was so funny. Like, this thing just funded $350. and they just blow it to hell.
Well, it seems obvious that Hasbro or Disney doesn't tell Hasbro shit.
Right, that's what I was going to say, because it has to be like, yo, I think they do it like same way like the Marvel movies, like they give them pre-production stuff, and I'm like, okay, here you go, you can go ahead and do this.
Well, I mean, look how long it took to get a Baby Yoda toy on the shelf. It took like 6 months.
Yeah,
Hasbro didn't know, and they had to throw together some stuffed animals basically to hold everyone over, and then eventually they got to the Black Series, and I think the Vintage Collection one just came out.
Yeah.
So,
and that I can't really blame Hasbro on that, because I mean, depending on what they're getting ahead of time, you could say like the same with the Marvel Legends team, like when they got what was it, the Ant-Man pre-production stuff, and it changed during the movie, like right before the movie started, like, and then the Avengers Endgame suits changed too. So a lot of that I understand, like it's pre-production stuff that they're getting, and they're just working off of.
Yeah, I would prefer to wait, a year to get an accurate product than to get it day one and have it not be right. Because now Hasbro's going back and they're redoing them all. Like they just redid Black Dwarf.
Yeah.
In that new 5-pack.
This is the thing. Could you imagine if this episode aired while they were still trying to get the money for that HasLab project?
Oh man.
I bet some people would cancel their orders. Yeah.
Done. Give me my money back. Give me my money back.
Paul Hughes said, "Where's my HasLab Alderaan?"
Hey, they're going outside finding it right now.
It's down at the beach. Just take a shovel.
Right.
Yeah, it seems like Disney would have said, maybe instead of doing the Razor Crest, you should do Slave One.
You would think that
they already have an awesome Slave One. They don't need a HasLab for that.
Not 6-inch scale though.
Yeah. Oh, 6-inch. Yeah. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be real cool.
That I think that would have killed. I think that would have been back. I probably would have got that for myself, just to just have Boba just sitting next to it.
That's a good call. I never even thought about a 6-inch scale Slave One. That'd be sick.
Maybe fucking huge, but
yeah. First, I want a 6-inch scale Rancor. That's my number one HasLab want from Star Wars.
That'd be fucking big.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be still manageable than the ship itself.
It'd be about probably as tall as a Sentinel, but much wider.
Yeah, it wouldn't be. I mean, it'd be mostly hollow, so it wouldn't be that super expensive.
Yeah.
Well, they charge you $350 for it.
But you know what they could do? They could, as a peace offering to the people, they could throw in some dirt with that HasLab Razor Crest, so you have like a pothole dirt spot where it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Take some dirt outside, put in a little baggie, like here you go. Here's the Razor Crest of one, and here it is after, before and after pictures.
I gotta commission Chris Lyons to make me a big crater for my 6-inch scale Razor Crest. Can you make a big dust bowl crater?
Hold on. You need two pieces out of there. You need the little ball.
Yep.
And you need the Beskar staff laying in there. That's it. That's the only thing you're going to find in there.
Yep. So, Dark Troopers get away with Grogu, and they cut back to the inside of the Imperial cruiser, and we see little Grogu in a prison cell. And here comes Moff Gideon. He walks in, and Grogu is just slamming these stormtroopers every which way, force choking them, picking them up, throwing them, crushing them. And I thought he was going to kill him.
In the Army, we call that wall-to-wall counseling.
Yeah. I thought he was going to kill him, but Moff Gideon came in, and the other troopers were like going to stop him. But he was like, no, hold on.
Wait, this is exactly what he's like. See, you gotta wait before the kid gets tired out. Okay, see, he's gonna wait. We gotta wait. He's gonna get tired. I take out the dark saber, and I told the kid, like, see, all that get you a little tired out. You like the dark saber? I can't touch it yet.
I wish he was wearing an ugly sweater. That'd be perfect.
Cardigan.
Yeah. They just put this in his drink.
See now, okay, you can go ahead and put him to sleep. We'll be dealing with him later.
Oh. But he stopped. But so he stops finally, and I was hoping he was like actually going to kill the stormtroopers, but you see him getting up off the floor. And
no, Paul. I'm sorry. No, Paul. Come on. No.
What Paul say now?
Give him a roofie.
Oh, he said he'd pay $500 for a HasLab ranker. Don't tell Hasbro that.
No, not that. Later.
Oh.
No, Paul. No. Stop.
I don't see it. Oh, I gotta.
That's too far, Paul. That's too far.
YouTube's hiding comments. Oh my goodness. No, Paul. I'm telling your mother. You said that. All right. So then, you see that Grogu was like spent from using all this force energy like he usually is. And it seems to be because it's been so long since he had training at the Jedi Temple that he's not used to opening himself up to the force. He was probably suppressing his force powers for years because, Jedi, when they went into hiding after Order 66.
Yeah, well, remember, Ahsoka says he was hiding.
Yeah.
So he didn't, get sought out.
Yeah. So he's used to hiding his force powers. So when he exerts himself like that, he gets really, really tired. And Moff Gideon kind of says, "Oh, it makes you so sleepy. Have you seen one of these?" And he pulls out the dark saber. I'm like, "Oh, there's that dark saber again."
Like, this kid's about to go to sleep. You gonna pull out a saber in front? Like, come on, like
yeah.
You don't remember half of this.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's a great villain. Moff Gideon is an awesome villain.
I love him. Honestly, I want to see more of Moff Gideon.
Yeah.
And I want to see Admiral Thrawn show up. Like, I really want to see those villains show up.
I wouldn't mind seeing Thrawn. I just think that they're going to save him for the Ahsoka series. I think that he'll be the main protagonist or antagonist of the Ahsoka series.
Black Chandelier has a good one. Like, plus Grogu is using the dark side, showing Din isn't great of a. I don't know. Like, I don't know if he's actually using the dark side. He's just using the Force because really, we just see him just get reconnected in this episode. So I think later on, we'll see what's going to happen once more he starts getting more connected to the Force a little bit. But I can't say that he's going to the dark side as of yet. But I'll give him all the respect if he goes to the dark side. I'm down for that. Gogurt going to the dark side. I'm down for it.
Yeah, we'll see.
I want it.
I'm not convinced that he will get training. I think he might just go off with Mando and, they're a family now. Maybe Bo-Katan, Din. We'll see.
Please
just saying. They might be bumping armors,
Oh no, I can't. I don't want to see them go like off as a family. I don't need that family dynamic. He's a Mandalorian. We ain't got time for that.
I think they should just kill him off.
Thank you.
You think Mandalorian will be killed off?
No, Grogu.
I could see him sacrificing himself to save Din Djarin, the Mandalorian. Yeah.
Ewan, no, Ewan, no. Come on, y'all just wilding out today. It's Monday. It's the first start of the new week. Let's calm. Let's bring it down, y'all. Let's bring it down.
I'm just interested to see where they're going with this. Is this the last we're going to see of Grogu as season 2, and season 3 will be?
Well, for me, you haven't even got to the best part. The best part is the last scene with the.
Oh yeah, we're getting there.
Which, when we get to that part, I'll say it because somebody lied, lied through their teeth on that.
I was telling my girlfriend that yesterday.
But there's one more thing that happened in that prison cell, and I'm like, hold on. They put Grogu in these tiny little electro handcuffs.
Okay.
Tiny
do they just have those laying around?
Yes, they do. And that's why I love the Empire. They are ready.
Dude,
we got shackles for kids. We got shackles for adults. We got shackles for everything you need.
Yep, every member of your family.
Right.
Man.
You're a different species. We got shackles for you.
His arms are like as big around as my thumb. I'm like, they got the mini shackles for.
Yo, you gotta be like you're the stormtrooper that's carrying around these little shackles. Like, what's those for? Yeah. Oh, these are shackles for that little thing we brought on the ship.
Yeah, so that was that kind of made me laugh. I'm like, where'd they get little shackles from? But whatever, that's fine.
They got him out of the Chuck E. Cheese. What's it called?
Yeah, got in the
Right.
Cracker Jack box.
Gumball machine.
Right,
Yeah.
yo, they did roll up out of nowhere with just like little handcuff. Like I was like, really? You gonna handcuff him? Like really? We just going this far? Okay, we're just gonna start handcuffing kids now. Hey,
Yep.
you know, Empire, you might have an idea. You might be on to something.
Still use the Force,
Right?
Yeah.
And shackle. Like,
Unless like that would cause the shackles to shock him.
That is true. So I was thinking like maybe there's like shock shackles.
Like a dog collar, you know? Yeah.
Bad Gogurt.
So Mandalorian's talking to Boba Fett and he's like, well, I guess we're done here. And Boba Fett's like, no, the deal was I keep the child safe. And so we are indebted to you. And then he pulls up and he's like, I want to show you something. He pulls up on the wrist gauntlet for the armor.
Mm-hmm.
And it pops up a 3D display with this Arabish writing. And he says, this has been something was like a chain code. This chain code has been in this armor for 25 years. It was my father's before me. And he shows him, and I guess people translated it, and it said somewhere in there it said Jaster, which is Jaster Muriel, which would have been
Master Jaster. It did say Master Jaster in there.
Yeah, so that's the old EU. That was originally what they called Boba Fett in the early comics, Dark Horse comics. That was like his real name. And then as the prequels came out, that had to change. So that became Jaster Muriel became like Jango's mentor. Jango was a foundling, and that was his mentor. And so they kind of brought that whole story back in. That's Jango's backstory, and now it's Boba's backstory.
So real quick, I don't know if this is a difference or not. Paul says it wasn't Arabic, it was Mandalorian. I guess is a difference. I get it. I don't know about all the languages.
Okay, well, whatever.
I don't know. I'm just asking because I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, I didn't decipher it. Someone on the internet did.
Right.
I just read it.
Yeah, they did.
So they take off in the Slave One and they head back to Navarro, where Marshal Dune and Grief Karga are. And he's like, "Look, I need you to look up a prisoner for the New Republic. His name is Mayfeld."
Well, remember, she's like, I can't be no part of this. Whatever
well, he's like, I want to break him out because I need his help. And she's like, I can't be no part of this because, you know, I've been deputized by the New Republic, and that means something. He's like, they got the child. And she gives him a look like, all right, I'm in.
Right.
Yeah. So they're putting together. Yeah.
I'm in. You son of a bitch. I'm in.
They're putting together a crew, man, like Space Young Guns. They're gonna have Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen.
Yo, this is Rick and Morty all over again.
It's cool, man. Mando, Boba Fett, Fennec Shand, Mayfeld, Cara Dune. We'll stop on the way, pick up Bosk. Maybe that'd be cool.
What's chapter 15? I hope chapter 15 is not next. The heist.
Hey, Ewan asked. Ryan, were you serviced by Marshal Dune appearing? Yes, I was.
I think we all were.
I had my fans serviced.
Yeah.
It was great.
Hopefully Mayfeld will say, I will help you, but you got to break out the rest of my fucking crew.
Which is going to probably happen. So we're going to probably see, what's his name back again? Daggone it.
The big
Clancy
devil
Brown.
horn guy?
Yeah, Clancy Brown. Love me some Clancy Brown. Yo, Clancy Brown's a great actor.
And hey, Zero's still on the ship. Maybe they repair Zero.
Yeah.
No, Zero was on the fucking Razor Crest. So
right. Zero is Adams. He got turned into Adams.
Yeah.
Unless Frog Lady kept him. They go back to Frog Lady, say, hey, give us Zero or we'll shoot your tadpoles.
Yeah, Black Chandelier says, I wonder how they're feel working with Boba Fett. Must be one hell of an odd feeling. John Papa Sergio says, wait for the spinoff, Star Wars Marshals, Cara and Cobb.
Hey, I'm in. More Cara Dune, more Bill Burr.
Oh, yes, Dark Clues is on it. All we need is that cheesy arm grab with Carl Weathers and Mando. Mando, you son of a bitch.
You think they'll go get Cobb Vanth? He didn't really, maybe.
Yo, they may grab Cobb.
I don't know. I feel like without his armor, without the Boba Fett armor, maybe maybe Bo-Katan. Hey, let's swing by and get Bo and her two buddies.
I think they'll meet up later on. I don't think it's gonna be this like the heist thing. I think it'll be later on. Like probably like.
I mean, they don't even know where Moff Gideon is.
Yeah. So yeah, probably like I say chapter 16 because it's the last episode for this season. So.
Well, I think didn't he say he wants to get Mayfeld because Mayfeld will somehow know where Moff Gideon is?
Yeah, he said Mayfeld knows where Moff Gideon would be. Yeah, that's why he's getting Mayfeld
because he's an ex-Imperial sharpshooter, so maybe he has some info.
Mm-mm.
So that makes I just put that together. That makes sense. That's good.
I didn't get to watch it a third time, but he said something like he knows how to get into an Imperial ship.
Oh yeah,
but I don't think personally, I don't think Mayfeld knows where Moff Gideon is. So they're still gonna have to try to figure that out. But
it's gonna be like a heist.
Yeah,
like Ocean's 11 on that Star Destroyer.
God,
you get us in.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he has that little gun on his back that flips up. That was pretty sweet. I just want more Bill Burr. Give Bill Burr his own show. Everyone gets their own show.
Really?
Man. I want to see Bill and his two alien friends.
Yeah.
See now, the big devil horn guy would be cool, but the other one, what was it? The Twilight chick? I didn't really care about her. I mean, she's fine, but
I like aliens.
Oh, really? You're into that?
I'm into aliens. Yeah.
Whatever, man. Hey, it's 2020. You can't judge. I'm not judging.
Yo, I would Mr. Cortez as well. Like, I want to see more bounty hunters because there's a lot more cool bounty hunters out there.
Yeah. Like I said, let's bring in Bosk. Boba Fett's like, hey, I know a lizard man. He's pretty
I'm telling
cool.
you, if they do the adaptation of like the bounty hunters that is currently out right now for Marvel Comics, that'd be freaking awesome because you have Bosk, you have Boba Fett. I forget what the main character. I think it's Cad. I think that's his name. No,
Cad Bane.
No, not Cad Bane. Sorry, no.
Embo.
No, he's a different guy. I forget his name offhand because he's like half cybernetic and still like half human.
Wait, like, how about that turd Dengar?
I'm good with turd Dengar. Yeah.
Dengar. Well, Dan Larson from Toy Galaxy calls him that turd Dengar. Hey, let's bring up Dengar. Let's bring in Bosk. We'll go get Forlom and Zuckuss.
Yeah, but this is like the crew, kind of like I don't know. I think this was like before Empire. I think this is pre-Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, John Papa Sergio said Dengar is in the Aftermath book, so he's around. Yeah, that's true. Man, those books suck though. Well, so they're putting together a crew. It's going to be like Young Guns, be like Star Wars Avengers. All right, get all the best bounty hunters together, go fight a common enemy.
Didn't we already do this last season?
I mean,
not really.
Mando doesn't have any money. All he has is that fucking rod of Beskar. That's the only thing.
That's worth a lot, though.
Yeah, but they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it for the money.
He's going to fight Moff Gideon with that thing.
Yeah,
versus the Darksaber.
You know what they're going to do it for? I'm like, all right, we're going to help you, but I'm going to need your help to do this episode. And then we can go fight the bad guy.
Well, maybe they'll be like, oh, Boba Fett's back. Oh, hey, we got to go Boba Fett. He's the cool guy. Forlom and Zuckuss running around. Bosk. Maybe IG-88. I don't know. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Huh? We'll see. IG-88. The melted droid that's still on the planet.
That's IG-11.
That's IG-11.
Oh yeah, I forgot about 88. Yeah, I keep forgetting that.
88's from Empire, yeah.
Yeah.
In the EU, he like uploaded himself into the Death Star right before it blew up. But that's not
boy, a lot of good that did.
All right.
Yeah, that's not necessarily canon anymore.
Good. Because that's just a waste.
Yeah.
Oh, Kurt K said he traded that spear for a new spaceship.
Still waiting for my IG-11 to get here from Japan.
I mean, I think the whole reason that spear exists is to fight someone with a lightsaber. So
yeah.
I'm hoping he'll fight someone with a lightsaber.
That makes sense.
Which would be Moff Gideon.
Black Ginger says, still waiting for Luke Skywalker manga. It's announced sometime last year, but it hasn't been released yet to my knowledge. I enjoyed the novel, but the manga is based on it.
Was that manga going to be done by Marvel? Were they going to do a Luke Skywalker manga?
That is
because they canceled all their Star Wars books.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wolfpack Toy Review says it's a stretch, but it'd be sweet to see IG-88.
I mean, they're bringing back all these old characters: Boba Fett, Bo-Katan, Ahsoka.
Greg Miller says you're wrong. Rectangular Mando had his wild on him when the crest blew up. He has money.
Well, he did direct deposit for everything too, so
Right.
it's all it's all in the bank.
Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. John Parker just says apparently Mark Hamill back in August was having some CGI models made of his face. People assume it's for Luke and Mandalorian.
You know, I heard about that, and I didn't know if it was just some Mike Zero rumor, but I mean, there you go. They're gonna deep fake his face onto Sebastian Stan, and we're gonna have Luke.
I hope not.
Dante, you're gonna love it. If that happens, you're gonna be all for it. You're trying to be cool. Stop trying to be cool. You're not cool.
I'm just like, I think this is the one thing me and Ty freaking agree on. One of the few things we did. We're tired of Skywalkers.
That's because they ruined him in the sequels.
Yeah.
Let's ignore the sequels and we'll get
I'm trying to
a cool Luke Skywalker after Return of the Jedi here.
I'm just
and then we can forget about Skywalkers. But not really.
No.
I'm done. Yeah, let's just move on.
Yep.
Star Wars is so, for me, has always been like Han Solo, and the whole underworld of Star Wars has always been my favorite. Like the bounty hunters, the criminals, the smugglers, those dudes are so much more interesting than all this fucking Jedi drama.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
I'm
I like
upset.
Go ahead.
I'm just the opposite. I like the Jedi drama. Like I like the Sith, and just like I like having multiple Siths there. Always something going on. Somebody being betrayed. I like that.
You know what I like? I like it all, except the sequels. But I like it all. I like the underworld. I like the Jedi, the Sith. That's all cool.
Yeah. Black Finisher said to your manga, he's like, no, it was by some Japanese company. To my knowledge, not Marvel. It was just a side story. Luke Skywalker tells, though, might not be true. Might be true or might not be true.
You know, seeing that Marvel is undergoing some major cuts right now, and they cut all their Star Wars books. I wouldn't be surprised if Disney licensed out the properties to other publishers and we get Dark Horse Star Wars comic books again.
Yeah. Kurt K asks, any thoughts on the best slave one for 3 3/4 figures? Do I have to pay $150 for the latest one?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, and I would get it if you can still get it at retail, because once they're gone, it's just going to skyrocket. I'd drop the $150 if I wanted it.
Klaus Customer says, Ryan, Punk Skywalker was a bitch even in the OG trilogy. Bring in Ezra.
That's fine. Whatever.
He wasn't.
But that's
you had the hope. Like I'm still hoping that final scene actually shows Luke sensing Gogurt.
Yeah. But that's pretty much where the episode ends, right?
Yes, I'm with Greg. Yo, wait a minute. Where is it? I'm with Greg on this one. I just want lightsaber battles, and I want Jedi and Sith killing peeps. That's what I'm.
Well, you know what? We need the Old Republic for that. We need Knights of the Old Republic.
And that's what I'm hoping they would go back to when it's just like the Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
Yep. Is it Kanan or
Kanan?
Kanan is the best Jedi.
Kanan's cool. I like Kanan, but I mean he's not the best because he got killed.
Yo, I just want a full Darth Revan story, like all Sith story, like all Sith.
Do you want him to follow the video game plot, or you want him to?
Nah, they can go their own story.
Yeah,
like, I'm fine with that. Like, it don't have to follow. It doesn't have to, because the video game plot was like you kind of choose your way. You can be either a Jedi or a Sith Lord. Like, and I chose like the Sith Lord because you have to be, because Joe. Like, you can have like the characters in there from the game. That'd be nice. That'd be kind of cool. Like you have the old. So you have like there's one Jedi who was Jolie Bendo. Yo, that dude was annoying as fuck. I'm gonna beat him over the head with a lightsaber. Then you have Karth. You had HK.
The droid.
Bastila. Yeah. The assassin droid.
Bastila Shan. Yeah.
Yeah. I forget the Wookiee's name.
I was really hoping that instead of bringing back Fennec Shan, that they were going to bring. I don't know if she did Clone Wars got that far, but Aura Singh.
Did we lose? Did we lose him?
Yeah.
Oh, he's back.
All right. Say that one more time, Ty, because you guys cut out.
Oh, I don't know if she dies in Clone Wars, but I was hoping that they were going to, instead of bringing back Fennec Shan for this last episode that we just talked about, that it was going to be Aura Singh.
Aura Singh is dead.
Okay, so she's dead.
Yeah, she was. They killed her off, not in Solo, but they mentioned that she was killed off in Solo. Not that means anything. Woody Harrelson pushed her off a cliff, right? So what? It's Star Wars.
Yeah.
She could still be alive.
Yeah.
Unless you're like throwing her into a meat grinder, you could live through anything in Star Wars.
Dark Blue says, when are we going to get an HK figure? Which is a good question.
We'll probably get the version from Mandalorian because Hasbro's going hard in on Mandalorian figures.
If they do a one-off from like the Old Republic, it'll probably be like a GameStop exclusive, something like that.
What HK are you talking about that was in Mandalorian?
The HK Assassin Droids run with Ahsoka.
Okay.
Yeah, probably those. Great Mirror says, don't you think that you're going to have a Darth someone in this series, like a Darth Nihilus or a Riven? I don't think so. This can just stand alone without a Sith Lord itself.
Also, the Sith have all died out except for Palpatine, who is apparently still alive right now during this series. Unless,
now this would be a stretch, unless they bring a Star Killer clone.
Well, they would, yeah. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. It's a stretch, but unless they brought in a Star Killer clone.
And he was like the evil version of Star Killer.
Yeah.
So
there you go. Where the fuck is Star Killer the best Sith?
I would love if they just canonized those games and continued his story.
Actually, Eric said, what if they brought out someone that left field like Avos? I'm not sure who that is.
I don't know what he meant.
I'm not sure who that is.
I don't know. But next week, chapter 15, we don't have a title yet, but it is directed by Rick Fumiyiwa, who directed 2 episodes in the first season.
You mean this week?
Yeah, sorry, this week. Yep. Written by Rick Fumiyiwa and Jon Favreau. And it says, starring Pedro Pascal, Bill Burr, Gina Carano. Bill Burr's back, baby. He lied to us.
Yeah, he lied.
Yep.
Just real quick. This one's good. What if Gideon splices Grogu DNA with someone and it's Star Killer?
He doesn't have the ears for it. Can you see Star Killer running around with big green ears?
I can't stand you. I can't stand you. That's what I'm going to start calling you. Costanza. I can't stand you. Can't stand you.
Hey, and Thor's bringing up the theory that I threw out there last week about Mace Windu coming back.
Oh, you know what? Like you said,
I'd be down. Now that's way
if it's
far
Mace,
out there.
I'll be fine.
Wouldn't he be really fucking old?
Yes. He would be like in his 70s, maybe 80.
Because look how old Obi-Wan was in episode 4.
Yeah.
Technically he was like mid 50s, but he was played by a guy in the 70s. But yeah, man, I think that'd be cool to bring back Mace. That would be bonkers, but I'd be all for it. Bring back Sam Jackson, have him like be disillusioned with the Jedi, kind of dark. Maybe he's missing an eye now too. Got a big gray beard.
With the cat guy's eye? The cat guy's eye? Is that what Space Cat?
Yep.
Space Cats.
Yep.
Yeah, we only got 2 more episodes. 2 more episodes.
Mace Fury. Yeah, 2 to go.
Oh, I am Voss. You mean is that Exar Kun's master?
He was from
You
Dark
mentioned
Horse
in Revenge
Comics.
of the Sith.
I'm busy mentioned it.
Wait, you mean Plagueis? Because that's not what you typed.
I'm confused as well. I'm not sure which.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap it up. See, we'll be back on Friday to tell you about some toys. Oh, there's some new stuff that came out this week. We're going to talk about Moff Gideon Cosby will not be with us on Friday. But we'll be back on Friday. And then Ryan, you'll be on Toying Around Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday I'll be on with Toying Around. We're going to talk Star Wars. It's going to be fun. We're going to be unboxing some toys, and man, I got some stuff to open on Thursday. All this stuff came today. Shout out to Ronald Ramos. I don't know if he's watching, but we did a trade and he threw in a couple extra things. So that was really cool of him.
Wait, which Batman was that?
This is the Mezco PX Supreme Knight.
Oh, okay.
So Supreme Knight, but blue and gray.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Get your own Batman.
No, I was curious which one it was, and I'm done. I sold my Mezco Batmans off, the Dark Knight Returns ones.
I bet you made a lot on those. Yeah, those I would have sold them too if I had them. We're not bringing back Mama Pants, Ewan. He's retired.
Yo, Paul, I do not like. I hate McFarlane stuff. Like, really, I do. McFarlane is not for me.
And then we're back Friday.
Yes, we are. We'll be back Friday.
We have a guest? No guest.
No guest. It's just us. Just us 4.
Cool. That's all we need.
Yep.
This is the way.
That's it. Not to me. She isn't retired.
Rectangular's out. See you later, Todd.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you on Friday. Actually, Wednesday, I will be finishing up Miles Morales. So I'll finish that up on Wednesday, streaming that. And then, other than that, if I'm forget, real quick, thank you to everybody who shouted us out this week on Instagram between yesterday and today. Appreciate it. For me, Laser Pants, Rectangular, Bobby, and for Infinity Equation in general, thank you very much. We appreciate it. It was nice to be in that great top 10 of list of other artists and podcasts that you all listen to and respect. So it was a great feeling. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, everyone. That was really cool.
Yeah. All right. Unless you got anything else, Ryan, I don't have anything.
That's all I got. Toying Around Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific and Infinity Equation Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific.
8 p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
We will see you all then. Later.